Hey,
I want to just say this. First and foremost, Blair, you are one of the greatest actors in the world. And I feel like you get that every day.
You're not?
But I want you to just hear from me, Ty Cole. You are one of the greatest beings that we have today. Your acting skills, the way you just captivate our screens. So before I ask these questions, I have to just give you those flowers.
I appreciate that, brother. Thank you.
Of course.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, people still haven't forgiven you for Medea's, film reunion. But in hindsight, if you think about it, that just means you did a great job at your job. So tell me, when you take on a character that vile, that wild, that complex, do you ever worry about what it might, do subconsciously to unlocking you? And how do you make sure after rapping that you emotionally detox from roles like that?
Great question. I can't say I never worried about it. I think, my first 10 years in the industry, I played almost always good guys.
Right.
And it wasn't until Just Cause in 1994, I think, where I played a serial killing pedophile, and that flipped the whole script. So since then, it opened up a lot of doors. And ever since then, for the next 10 years, I played a lot of bad guys. Now it's back and forth. So, but yeah, the first time I did that for Just Cause, I was definitely a concern if I should even do that, because I was mostly concerned with positive images, positive black male role models, and was I contributing to that, or was I contributing to the problem?
Okay. Which one do you like to play more, bad guys or good guys?
Always bad guys, man.
Okay, why?
I'll tell you why, because good guys, you know what to expect. The boy's gonna meet the girl, they're gonna fall in love, and they're gonna do what they do, what they say is what they mean. The bad guys, you have no idea what they're gonna do. There's mystique, there's curiosity, there's danger.
Now, what's a role you took that kind of quietly challenged your own personal beliefs or changed how you see the world? Because you've, again, played a lot of complex roles. So which one challenged you the most?
Oh, man. I don't know which one challenged me the most, but what jumps in my mind is probably A Soldier's Play, which we did on Broadway.
Okay.
With J. Alphonse Nicholson, who's honored tonight. Yeah, we did that together. And, just because it had 9 different representations of black men on that stage, all different representations. And David Alan Grier's character was the one who had such self-hatred. And he was one, it was black on black crime, basically. So, it was always challenging to see where you fit in that mold, in that tapestry, exactly.
Now, Hollywood's always talking about reinvention, but what is one thing that you, Blair Underwood, have stood true to that you have not changed about yourself?
Not selling out.
Okay.
Not selling out, doing the roles I don't want to do. Because I always believed, actually heard Denzel Washington say this when I first got into business, you always have the option to say no. Even if you're broke and you can't even feed yourself, you have that option. That's up to you. Just say no. So I've held true to that my whole career.
What's a role you never want to take?
I don't know. That's a good question. I'll know when I see it.
Right. When you come back and you tell me.
That's right. There it is.
Now, you've been playing a leading man in many people's favorite stories. Now, if your life was a film, what moment, good or bad, would you have as the opening sequence?
Probably our wedding.
Tell me why.
Oh, because we go way back, and it's a beautiful love story. Yeah.
Last question, as we're celebrating black men, what's one topic you want black men to have with themselves, and why is that important?
To love ourselves. To love ourselves in the midst of so much resistance, in the midst of erasure, in the midst of everything we've accomplished and what we've done. Love ourselves.
Thank you so much, Blair.
Absolutely. All right, appreciate you.
Appreciate you too.